Hey.
All right, we
Hey,
are live. Yes, I just saw the red button come
yes.
up. We are live, and I'm excited today. We are introducing one of my good friends and top agents in our office. He actually did what, just under 15 million last
Yep.
year, 2020. Yes, so just under 15 million, and you might notice his name. It's on his license plate. It says Real Estate Nate. What, it's on your truck or your car? Which one is that on?
That is on my car.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So
on my Alfa Romeo.
nice, nice. And that was on your vision board, that Alfa Romeo, right?
It was. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that
So
and my truck.
so putting things on the vision board, making it happen. So, and I remember when we first reached out to you. Well, you were on our team with Remax when we first started, and then we
Yeah.
kind of went to
2006.
Charleston. We abandoned you, and then
We
we came
left.
back.
Yeah, he does say we him. That was in 2000 what? 2008 or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. Yeah, then we came back, 2012, and I called you and said, man, you got to come join us. We're getting killed here. We got so many deals I can't handle them, can't keep up. Come join us. And you came back and joined the team. You had a good paying job too, right?
Yeah, I was a. I guess I just tell people quality engineer. Not really engineer title, but it's pretty much what I did. I traveled all over the Southeast U.S., Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, even up into Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, doing quality control type like failure stuff. Um, it was kind of boring, and I needed a change. And you just happened to call right at the right time.
So what do you think when we made that call? You came in and you had all these leads and you started hitting the phones. What was your first thought that first couple of weeks you joined our team?
It was pretty overwhelming.
Yeah,
I didn't really know what to do at first because our team was fairly new at the time, and I mean, of course, we had coaching, but man, we have evolved since that day,
right. Yeah.
big time. So
So we were doing 12 million that first year, Amanda and I, and then you joined us, and now you're doing over that on your own.
yeah,
So yeah, it's been quite a transition. We're really excited that you joined the team. Really excited that where you're at now, you've grown exponentially ever since you joined the team. I mean, it's been amazing just watching all your guys' growth and how much you've acquired and how much you've reached your goals and dreams. So, and we recently came to you. Of course, we're always running to you, right, Amanda? We're always coming to you guys and saying, so we got something new going on, and this time it was EXP, right, Amanda?
Yes.
So,
I want to
and
make
of course, we always get the agents buy-in first.
yeah, that was in 2018, right? Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
Nate was
like
by
March.
yep, ish. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
we were in May of 2018. So yeah, I do want to make sure, Nate, that you kind of connected us though and explain your journey and what brought you to real estate. Because when I met you, you wore a fedora and you were all in property management.
oh man.
So
Well, I mean, I was in the restaurant. Yeah, I was in the restaurant industry for so long. Bartended downtown Indianapolis, down in Alabama when before I moved up here. My mom actually pushed me into real estate. She's had her license forever. Never really did anything with it, but she always had an interest. So I guess she kind of lived vicariously through me. And I went and did it. Joined Remax out in Brownsburg when I first moved to Indianapolis. And you guys happened to be out there. I latched onto you then. Um, and yeah, I was young. And, you know, I guess when like kind of mid crash, you guys went to South Carolina, left me here all on my lonesome. And I tried on my own, went to a couple of different brokerages, didn't really have the support system that we had even back then. And now it's just a completely different level of support. I mean, all around. And now I'm part of it. People come to me, which is awesome. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we've evolved to where you can plug in and play quickly, right? That's the thing. And like Rodney mentioned, we are always presenting different things to you guys, always have been progressive. And then EXP came along, and that was some kind of share with us your initial thoughts when we came to you and we're like, hey, we can't offer you something this big. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than what Rodney and Amanda can do for you. So we're extremely interested. Let us know your thoughts. So kind of take us back to that moment.
Well, I mean, we're always growing and changing because that's kind of part of the herd team and what we do. To me, I just, yeah, I reviewed it. I've always wanted to try new opportunities, and I'm always open to new opportunities. So I looked at it, and when I did, I sat down pretty intense, for probably a few hours, and looked into it and paid attention to everything and watched things multiple times. Because at first, of course, I had to question things. But once I dove into it, it was, no brainer. I think I came back to you the next day with an emphatic, let's do it.
Yeah.
I was pretty excited at that point.
Yeah, you were all in. I do remember that for sure. I think everybody was excited. It was just something so different and so new, it was low risk, high reward. We were an independent broker. So, you had been on our team at that point, since the second time.
2012.
Yeah.
I think it was beginning of 2013 when I looked back. I was
Was
kind
it?
of your numbers, and man, have you grown like crazy. It's just, so I just love that. But yeah, so that, you're 5 years in at that point, right? So we're a well-oiled machine then. So talk about risk. For us, it was a low risk, high reward, right? Because we knew
Yeah.
we were already successful and we would just parlay it over here. For you as an agent on a team, how did that feel?
To me, at first it's a little kind of, are we doing the right thing? But it really didn't change what I did at all. Nobody asked me, like as far as clients, nobody asked if we were with anyone big. It didn't change. We were still the herd team. We're still our own identity, except we had access to more cool stuff. And that's how I looked at it, just the EXP world. What I think for the first month, Justak and I would get on and go ride the pirate ship. I think that was pretty awesome. Get in a boat and play soccer, whatever. But it's small stuff like that really opened your mind to say, wow, this is pretty tech forward. And now we're full into it, and we take full advantage of everything they offer. The coaching, EXP world, everything. And that doesn't even mention the financial benefit of it, which has been exponential.
Well, and I remember when we first looked at it, I thought, we'll give it 6 months if it doesn't work out. So when we first did it, I wasn't even totally sure about it. Now, Amanda was, but of course, I'm a little bit slower. So, so I wasn't totally 100% bought in. And once we realized how much it changed our lives, and it's changed all our lives immensely. Tell us a little bit about how it's changed your life and what you've done since EXP. Because they might say, oh yeah, you're with EXP, but you're on the herd real estate team. Nothing's changed, but it has changed. It's changed a lot for you. Tell us a little bit about it.
So one of the things on our vision board was to redo our kitchen. I thought, okay, that's good. EXP allowed me to redo the whole house, not just the kitchen. I took stock money out and did a very substantial, literally gut the whole house and from the studs. And it was to the point where we went, I think, 20,000 over budget, and you didn't even worry about it because you didn't have to. It was awesome. And now we're proud of our house, and not to mention being in the neighborhood we're in, it just significantly boosted our equity. And then we paid off pretty much all of our debt. I think the only debt we have, besides the house, is one car payment.
Nice.
So those are pretty substantial things.
Yeah. Well, I remember having conversations with many of you. Yours particularly, it's like, what should I do? It's like, do I do this? What do I do? Right. Whole reason when I remember when Rodney and I were debating, do we come to EXP? What do we do? Will this work out? I just remember thinking, this is going to change everybody's lives and it's going to be different for everybody. And for you, it was parlaying that house that had been sitting there for how long that you did want to redo, right? It was that buying into that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I mean, when did you buy
We
that?
bought it in 2014.
Okay. Yeah. So several years.
And yep. And we just finished it this year. And it was on my vision, but the stock is what helped us do that. And I still have plenty of stock left over. If I wanted to do it again, I could.
And
So.
Have a stock option purchase plan for you. So
Right. Yeah.
sorry, I just wasn't that big. Our 60 million a year just can't really provide that.
Right.
We wanted something that we just, didn't know how to make that happen and to grow bigger like we wanted to. And even just 3 years ago, it's crazy to think. In my head, it was, I've got to go get licensed in Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, and find somebody to run those offices and rent a brick and mortar. And that was just going to put us more in debt. So I love that us taking that leap, right? Because it's always a little bit of a leap of faith when you make any change. And change is uncomfortable. You just have to embrace it and work through that pain. But I love hearing that because I'm guessing that might still be on your vision board because you weren't forced to basically have kind of a 401k, right? You take out that 5% check. Yes, you got ownership awarded to you, but you chose to basically opt into the purchase plan, right? And that's where a lot changed for you.
Yeah. And you get that out of corporate, but also I put into that as much as I want to because I'm in control of how much I can sell.
Right.
So if I want more of my, in my 401k, we'll call it my stock options, I just go and get more business and make more calls and do what I do. So help people buy homes. I mean, that's what I do. And every time I do, it helps me as well, but it's completely changed mine and my wife's lives. So
and with that Alfa Romeo, you can get there a lot quicker.
Oh, it's fast. Yeah.
Point. I know Rodney's always thinking squirrel cars.
We like cars.
You were just doing what you were already doing, right? You were an agent selling homes. You just continued to do what you did, opted into putting in some money to savings, basically into those stocks. That paid off huge for you.
Oh, massive. I mean, what, 9,000% growth. So yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
And the fancy car is nice. Yes.
It's a bonus. Yeah. The house is the big one. So that was awesome.
So what are some of your future plans as far as?
Well, I think the next step is a carriage house in the back. That I think is a definite, just because we need the extra space, but we love our neighborhood. Fountain Square, we don't want to go anywhere. We're so close to everything. And I think that's the next step. Of course, I've got to make the ceilings tall enough so I can swing a golf club and have a golf room.
For a golf simulator.
So I have to, on my vision board, I have to put a simulator and a carriage house and then merge them somehow and make it the same thing.
I love it.
That's an interesting visual for sure. So Nate, let's focus on buyers and sellers real quick. You're in this market every day. You do a ton of business, a ton of transactions. If you had any advice for clients out there right now, what are you telling your clients every day? Because I know you're with them every day, showing homes and teeing up referrals, and what are you sharing with people out there to get through this kind of bottleneck in the market?
Well, I mean, just, stick with it. There's a really good reason that a lot of people are buying homes right now, and it's that equity position that you can put yourself in for the future. I mean, there are homes right now that 3 years ago were worth 40, 50,000 less than what they are today. And can you save that money? Because that's how you gain wealth. And I mean, right now homes are going up, 7-8% here in the indie market. And if you're buying a $300,000 home, that's $23,000 over the next year, in addition to what you make. So I just say stick with it. Take advantage of the market. And yeah, I mean, a lot of other people are doing it, but eventually it will pay off. And just trust me, I'll help you do it. We can make it happen.
Well, we say a lot on the team, it might not be your forever home, but it can be your right now home. And it's always a great
Right.
decision to be a homeowner. And rates are still incredibly low. So you can get a lot of house for the money. So yeah, I love it. We're servicing clients every day. I know the media has all these crazy, stories out there, but just get with Nate, get with Real Estate Nate, and make
Yeah,
sure you're getting
my name.
that local education, not just hearing what the national media is saying, because it is a little bit different always locally. Hyper focus, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and our local market, what I think last month, National Association of Realtors said we were the busiest market in the country in the metropolitan Indianapolis area. Not necessarily downtown Indy, but the suburbs. So it's been a little crazy. And as a buyer agent, I've driven a lot of miles, not on the Alpha, Rodney. On the
Not in your
lot,
sir, right? You have a fun
yeah.
that would be kind of interesting, driving buyers around in that.
No.
I just no. Sidebar. Anyway, I got distracted. But no, I think that that's just it. Get educated as a buyer as well, and as sellers. I'm sure, like you said, Nate, they've got equity position right now, so we can
Oh yeah.
for that seller.
So
Yeah.
last thing, Nate, before we take off, what is one piece of advice? We got a bunch of new people joining our team. We got a bunch of new people coming to EXP, and you became successful pretty quickly. What is the best piece of advice you can give to someone that's looking at EXP or looking to join her real estate team or coming into real estate?
Call every single person that you know in real estate and ask them what they're doing. I mean, but really take advice from people and ask, and don't hesitate to ask questions. Call the people that are on your team or in your organization that are successful, and see if you can follow them. See if you can do anything, or how they can help. And when you're writing offers, call these people, ask them, say, hey, what do I need to do? Don't just try to do it on your own. This is not a market to do that. You've got to be well-versed and experienced, and you can get that experience pretty easily just by, I guess, copying the people that are already there. Every day I probably reach out to Amanda or Rodney at least once or twice. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I learn something new every day. So
Better than one, right? That's
yes. And I reach out to people across the country with EXP on, other stuff, because they're, as far as, just simple conversations with other people all around the country. We've got agents in our organization that how many homes does over 1,000 a year? I think what Jeff sells.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the people that you can reach out to, especially with this, are awesome.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, he's really close to that. I think that's his goal for this year. I think maybe he was like 700 or 800 last year, but potatoes when you're selling that many homes, right?
Yeah, that's right. But bottom line is just don't be afraid to ask for help. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing that you can do. I've been doing this a long time, and I ask for help all the time. So that's what I would do, and accept coaching.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one.
Accept it.
Yes.
Don't say that you've been there. Don't say that you already know what you're doing. Just accept it, listen, and try to emulate that coaching, because it's important.
Well, and I would add to that, it's important for the clients, right? Because
Yes.
if you're not seeking that advice, not seeking a mentor, and not seeking coaching, then you are not servicing your client at all, right? And you're failing them. So I love that. I'm glad you said that last one because that is huge.
Yeah. I mean, just yesterday I reached out to you, Amanda, and said, hey, I need to know how to handle this client. I mean,
Yep.
it happens all the time. And if I wouldn't have done that, I would have been doing my client a disservice.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and that's why we do this, is for the people that we're helping.
Yeah, exactly. That's what this is all about. Yeah, absolutely. Bringing those buyers and sellers together. That's awesome. Well, it has been amazing to hear from you. Is there any last words you want to, any last advice you want to give? And
I mean, if you're an agent, just, feel free to reach out to either me, Rodney, Amanda, anytime. We'd love to help. I mean, even if you're not with EXP, we'd love to help you out with any kind of questions or issues you're having. I mean, Rodney and Amanda are leaders in the market. I'd like to think that I'm in that group with them. And I mean, we can help if there's questions, or even if you're thinking of like, hey, maybe this isn't for me. Let's talk and just see how we can help it out. And
cover it. Yeah.
Renee, if somebody was going to reach out to you and ask you about EXP, how would they get a hold of you?
So you can call me directly or text 317-625-6163 or shoot me an email, Nate@herdrealestateteam.com. Those are the easiest ways. There's always Facebook. I wish that my Facebook were the name tag right there. Maybe I'll change it to that, but it's just Nate VanPelt. Yeah, pretty easy to find me. But yeah, I mean, we'd love to sit down and talk to you because, I mean, it's clearly changed my life for the way better. And yeah, I mean, it's just going to continue. So
awesome. Well, thank you, Nate. It's been a great pleasure interviewing one of our top agents. Amanda, you want to kick us out?
I will. Thank you, Nate. You're like a brother. We kind of all pick on each other a lot, but that's the fun part too. And I know you have such a big heart and a service heart. You always go that extra mile for your clients, and you'll be up at midnight, doing something for your client, trying to get back to somebody. So I just love your energy, and you're an inspiration. And I know we probably don't share that with you much, but you are absolutely. So
well, I appreciate it.
Gosh, his head's not going to fit through the door when he'll be stuck in the office.
There we go.
No, it's true though. We never say that enough. So your clients are very lucky to have you. Absolutely. So thanks for your time today, and we will catch you guys next time on Herd Live.
Real estate.